Hey y'all, what's good, beautiful people? It's your girl Tay, and I am here yet again with another update video. So definitely make sure you guys smash that like button, comment down below, subscribe, plus push your post notification bell button so that way anytime I upload a video, you will be notified. Happy Friday, you guys. Thank goodness it is Friday. I am tired. You guys just wouldn't believe how tired I am and sleepy. I haven't been feeling well again. I don't know what's going on. I think it's just like some indigestion problems or stuff like that. It's not like a cold or anything like that, but I just haven't been feeling 100% better. But you guys know how I am. I'm very proactive when it comes to stuff like that. So I have been taking medication. I have been drinking herbs and different things, you know what I mean? I even had to go back to an old remedy. My grandma used to tell me whenever you have a little indigestion problems or whatever it is, you know, they used to say get you some ginger ale. So I had to stop and get me a bottle of ginger ale yesterday, and I'm feeling much better. But anyways, let's jump right into these topics. Yeah, there is a lot. I literally just saw this article. I'm going to click on it. I don't know what the contents of this article is. Okay, this was reported by The Hill, but it says House passes voting rights package, setting up Senate filibuster showdown. Okay, so if you guys are not aware, they are still negotiating that Build Back Better plan. You know, I know that they're trying to pass a bill so that they can better easily control how voting is done and all of that other kind of nonsense. However, in this article, it says the House passed voting rights legislation on Thursday in a way that is intended to set up a battle in the Senate over that issue as well as the filibuster. The measure passed in a 220 to 203 party line vote. Senate Majority Leader Charles Schumer has vowed to put the measure to a vote in the coming days before the Martin Luther King holiday, which is on Monday. Okay. In a bid to highlight state laws approved by GOP-dominated state. State governments that the Democrats say will make it more difficult for their supporters, including minority voters, to vote. So, if I'm understanding this correctly, they're basically saying that there is a select group of people, and we already know what those who those people are, who are at a disadvantage when it comes to voting. So they're trying to make it easier for those particular people to be able to vote, have their votes counted. Nothing less is at stake than our democracy. This is coming from Nancy Speaker Pelosi. It says the manner in which the legislation was approved allows Schumer to bring it straight to the floor, but Democrats would need 60 votes, including 10 GOP votes, to get it to President Biden's desk, given the filibuster. Two Democratic senators, Joe Manchin, whom I can't stand, of West Virginia, and Kristen Sinema of Arizona, whom I also can't stand, oppose making challenges to the filibuster that would allow the voting rights measure to sidestep the procedural hurdle and be approved on a majority vote. Okay, so scratch what I just said. This is basically, so I had it right the first time. This is basically, they're trying to make it easy so that they can bypass the idiots like Joe Manchin when it comes to voting on packages, because we have people like him and this Kristen, whatever her name is, who are going to oppose things. And that's the reason why no help is being sent to the American people right now. I do think they should start up the stimulus talks again. Are they talking about stimulus? No. Okay, so just be mindful when you guys are reading and looking at all these videos where they say stimulus just in, stimulus passed, stimulus negotiations. They're not talking about no damn stimulus right now. They can't even get the Build Back Better plan onto the president's desk. So I don't think the stimulus payments are a part of the conversation. Okay, you know that Senator Joe Manchin wants to take the enhanced child tax credits off the table, or he'll put it back on the table, but it has to be with certain restrictions. You have to be working. You have to be getting a W-2 at the end of the year. You can't make any more than $60,000 as an individual, double that if you are a married couple. Okay, there's a lot of restrictions that come along with that bill that I don't agree with. There's a lot of Democrats that don't believe in that, because it takes the benefits of the child tax credits and puts it more so for those who are middle class and above versus those who are low income who really need it, which makes no sense to me. The sweeping legislation would establish federal standards for voting access, including allowing for same-day voter registration, establishing Election Day as a legal public holiday, requiring states to allow a minimum number of days for early voting, and allowing people to vote absentee by mail for any reason. So there's a lot going on with all of this this voting bill that they're talking about. The package also includes provisions of a bill named after the late civil rights icon John Lewis, who was the Democratic representative of Georgia, that would restore a provision of the Voting Rights Act of 1965 that required states with histories of voting rights violations to obtain clearance from the Justice Department before implementing new election laws. That provision was struck down by the Supreme Court in 2013 in Shelby County versus Holder decision. Republicans argue that the Democrats' fear of voter suppression due to the new state-level GOP election laws were overblown. Of course, anything is overblown to them. I think that what Senator Joe Manchin is doing is ridiculous. I don't think that that's overblown. Not that that has anything to do with the context of this article, but of course they're going to think that it's overblown. They thought that it was overblown for the president, Trump, and this one to try to give us any stimulus money. There's a lot of people who are not for giving us any type of stimulus money, okay? Let's just be 100% honest about that. Representative Rodney Davis, the top Republican on the House Administration Committee, noted that some GOP-led states currently allow more days of early in-person voting than some Democratic-led states, comparing New York and Georgia. This is not about voting rights, he says. This is about power and control. And you know what? That's the only statement that you're going to hear me say that I agree with him on. All of it is about power and control, not just what the Democrats are doing, what the Republicans are doing, what the president is doing. All of it is about power and control. There's a lot of things that I wish that you guys can see. I don't know if you are seeing it, but you know, fortunately for me, because I put myself in a position where I want to give you guys information and keep you guys informed on what's going on in the world, not just with EBT, because I know a lot of you guys are like, that's my specialty. It's not my specialty. EBT is not my specialty. I don't work for the Department of Human and Health Services. I don't work for any of these companies. My specialty is being able to articulate and explain information to people. If you want to put something out there, I think that that's what my specialty is. We all have bad days, but I'm good at communicating with people, and that's what I'm doing. But there's a lot of stuff that has come out that has really, really, really honestly made me question. Not that I wasn't already questioning it, but it's made me question even more just how significant is it to have the government being run the way that it is. Just how significant is it to label yourself as a Democratic or a Republican or a liberal or whatever. Just how significant is it, period? The democracy has been in shambles. The way that the government has set up has not worked for thousands and thousands of years. For as long as it's been implemented, it hasn't worked. It hasn't worked. From day one, when they decided that people needed to vote for this and this and this and this and this, it was dead on arrival, is what I'm trying to say. There's nothing about the government that works, in my opinion. That's just the way that I feel. There's a lot of things that are falling apart. There's a lot of things that they can't keep together. This is not me sitting here reading to you guys about a whole bunch of conspiracy theories, because in reality, a lot of those things are not so much a theory, but are based in fact. But this is the reality of looking at things and seeing how things are happening. Like the government telling us that the economy is on its way to recovery. We're not on the way to recovery. I read an article where, and I told you guys about this yesterday, where they're calling in people who have less than 2 years experience as a physician or nurse practitioner or whatever, because they're so short staffed with what's going on in the hospitals. I just saw another article today that said that in Los Angeles, that they're expecting the governor, the whoever, to step up because there are so many healthcare workers that are fatigued, that are severely overworked. They're not getting off days. Some of them are working 24-hour shifts, if not more than that. Does that sound like a government that's being run correctly? They can't even get the things that are necessary in line. There's no help. There's no support. People are left to fend for themselves. So how is that a good running government? It's not. Moving on from that. Let's see here what we want to talk about. No, I don't want to go to the history. I want to go to saved. Okay. So let's talk about something positive. This came out yesterday by The Sun. You may have heard this information from somewhere else, but this is the first time I am seeing it. It says these 6 U.S. states where you can use your food stamp SNAP benefits to buy restaurant meals, okay? Around 42 million Americans across the country receive SNAP benefits. We already know that. The program ensures households can put food on their table. Lies, because there are people who are getting $16 a month. Again, something else the government needs to be looking into, because nobody can put food on the table with $16 a month. All they can do is buy bread, eggs, if that, because the cost of food is going up. Even the least expensive things are going up. I shop a lot at Walmart for groceries because it's just convenient and I can have it delivered. And the last time I went to get a house favorite for us, which is their, I forgot the name of the brand, but it's a great value brand, maple sausage. They come in a bag in the freezer section, and they're the round patties. They used to be, I want to say, between $4 and $5, maybe $5.50. Now they're $7 for that same bag. So, Yeah, there's definitely a lot going on with food stamps, and I definitely don't think that the benefits that people are receiving is making it easier for them to keep food on their table. Okay, each state runs its SNAP program differently, but you need to reside in the state to apply. Now, restaurants in 6 states are now participating in the SNAP program, offering recipients discounts on meals. The SNAP Restaurant Meals Program is a special state-run program that allows elderly, homeless, and disabled SNAP recipients to purchase food at SNAP authorized restaurants. Okay, the program was created for those who do not have a place to store, cook food, and are not able to prepare food or don't have access to a grocery store to shop for food. So here are the states. We have Arizona, Rhode Island, and California that participate in SNAP Restaurant Meals Program. So if you want more information, contact the Department of Human Services, the Department of Social Services in your area. They should be able to give you general information about the requirements. But like it says, you have to be either homeless, disabled, or elderly to be able to use your SNAP benefits to purchase food at restaurants. Other states like Maryland, Michigan, and Virginia offer the Restaurant Meals Program in select cities or counties. Illinois and New York have passed laws allowing each state social service agency to apply for the federal program. New York Governor Kathy Hochul, I don't know how to say her name, has introduced 2 new programs to help restaurants stay afloat while also feeding families in need. To join the SNAP Restaurant Meal Program, states must prove to the U.S. Department of Agriculture that some high needs residents aren't well served by traditional food benefits. Okay, the program then allows members of 3 target populations, again, adults over the age of 60, people with disabilities, and homeless people, plus their spouses, to eat at low cost state certified restaurants. Okay, chains such as Subway, McDonald's participate in program in select states. I know there are some Jack in the Boxes out here in California. You'll usually see the sign though in the window just before you go in, or sometimes if you go through the drive-through, you'll see it'll say SNAP benefits or EBT benefits are accepted here. Now, if you don't have benefits, I highly encourage you to go online and apply for SNAP benefits. You must apply for SNAP benefits in the state where you currently live. And it says each state has a different application form and process. Okay, so if you're not already receiving them, then go and apply for them. I know that $16 is not enough. And even though we all can agree you aren't going to be able to do much with that, it's still something. It's still better than nothing. Okay, so I mean, if it's a waste of your time, you know, that's a decision that you have to make for yourself, but just know that these benefits are available. Okay, that is all for that. There was something else that I wanted to. For those of you who are looking into remote work, I did find an article that came out. Now, I haven't done any individual research on these. I highly suggest you guys do your own research, whether you're getting this information from me or whether you're getting it from someone else, a blog, another YouTuber, or whatever. Do your own research. I'm going to say that a good rule of thumb, whenever you go to apply for a remote position, they should not be asking you for any money or any type of payment in order for you to work for them. And if it is legit, then you know, they're not going to ask you for any money if you're applying for a job. That makes no sense whatsoever. But for those of you who are looking for remote work, here are a few companies that are hiring for remote workers right now. We have Williams Sonoma is looking for customer service reps. Dell Technologies has openings for user experience researchers and software engineers. United Health Group wants to hire inpatient case managers and behavioral health trainers. Varsity Tutors is also taking on lots of tutors. Okay, you can find a full list of the top 20 companies on CNBC. And these will all be companies that are hiring for remote work. Now, this article doesn't give much more information other than that, so I would just suggest that you guys take a look at those companies. You can put them in the search bar of whatever search engine that you're using. You can put in Williams Sonoma, Dell Technologies, United Health Group, and Varsity Tutors, and see what work may be available. This article did come out 2 days ago. I don't think that the positions have been filled already, but it doesn't hurt to still check out. Again, I have not looked into these individually, so I'm letting you guys know that as a disclaimer right away, because I don't want you guys to come back and be like, you sent me to something. No, I'm literally just giving you this information as is read here in the article, and I did not go and do any additional research, okay, which I probably will end up doing because I am also looking for a remote position myself. Hold up here. Hold on. If you guys are thinking about working for MERCIER, It says Metro is to hire workers for multiple positions this month in January. It says Metro is planning to hire several workers next month to ensure it has enough personnel for the schedule adjustments in 2022. It says this is in Chicago. The jobs that will be posted on their website in early January include locomotive engineers, conductors, coach cleaners, trackmen, maintenance position, and other positions in operations and administration. The hiring push is meant to fill positions that were left open during the pandemic lows. Additionally, some openings were created by employees who opted to retire after Metra issued the virus vaccine mandate. All new hires will be required to show proof of vaccination. Okay, the openings will be posted on metra.com/careers-employment. Again, that is metra.com/careers-employment. Okay, it says Metro says it will adjust current schedules in the first quarter of 2022 as more employers call workers to return to downtown offices. I think that that will be a good opportunity for those of you who have the means to actually go out and work rather than working remotely. Okay, definitely check it out. I'm gonna see if I'm gonna put that I'm going to put this website down below in the description box for you guys, if you, just in case you're thinking about applying for this. You never know. Now let's move on to my specialty. Let's talk about emergency SNAP Max benefits for the month of January. I did not check today, so this is going to be a surprise to the both of us if any other states have been approved. Let me refresh my screen. Massachusetts, do I have them? Nope. Okay, so it looks like we may have a couple of states that are new, so we're going to go through that right now. So far, the only one that I see right off the top is Massachusetts. I don't see any other states, but we're going to go through them anyway. I'm going to give you the payout dates. That way you go into the weekend knowing if you're going to get some extra stamps this weekend or next week. Don't forget that for California, we get paid a month behind. We are not on this list as being approved for the month of January. So the benefits that you should have received today or Sunday, which is the 16th, is from December. Okay, California has not been approved yet for January, so the benefits that you receive are for December, because I know a lot of you guys keep putting in the comment section that California will receive their benefits for January in January, and we don't. We receive our benefits a month behind. Okay, so Alabama, we have February the 1st, Alaska January the 3rd through the 31st, Arizona, we have regular issuance, Colorado, we have January 9th through the 14th, Connecticut, we have January 19th and all Fridays until all apps are completed. Delaware, we have January the 26th, DC, we have regular issuance, Georgia, January 27th, 28th, 29th, and 31st, Hawaii, we have February the 1st, Guam, we have January the 21st, Illinois, we have January the 21st to the 29th, and then a catch up during the first week in February. Indiana, we have January the 5th through the 23rd, odd days only. Iowa, we have January the 1st through the 10th. Kansas, January the 15th through the 24th. Kentucky, January the 2nd through the 19th. Louisiana, we have January the 9th. Maine, January the 7th. Maryland, January the 1st through the 31st. So pretty much all month long. So sometime in January, you're going to receive your benefits. And then Massachusetts, which is a new state, we're going to click on that and see what information we have. Okay, so for Massachusetts, it will be February the 2nd. Okay, so February the 2nd for Massachusetts. Michigan, we have January the 22nd through the 31st. New Hampshire, we have January the 3rd and the 21st, and then February the 3rd and the 18th. New Jersey, we have at the beginning of the month. We should have already received them, January the 1st through the 5th. New Mexico, we have all month long. Sometime in New Mexico is when you're going to get them. North Carolina, we have January the 22nd through the 31st. Ohio, we have January the 24th. Oklahoma, we have January the 10th through the 15th. Oregon, January the 10th and the 28th, and then February 1st. Pennsylvania, we have January the 15th, and then the 19th through the 22nd, and then the 25th through the 29th, and then March the 4th. Rhode Island, we have January the 3rd. You should have already received them. South Carolina, we have January the 1st through the 19th for currently approved SNAP households, and then all month long for new applications. Texas, we have January the 4th through the 7th. Utah, we have January the 30th. Vermont, we have February the 11th, I'm sorry. Virginia, we have January the 16th. Washington, January the 2nd through the 20th. West Virginia, January the 5th, and then a final run February the 9th. Wisconsin, we have January the 22nd, and then the final run March the 12th. And then for Wyoming, you should have received your benefits already at the beginning of the month, which would have been January the 2nd through the 5th, based off of the first initial of your last name. Okay, here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so for pandemic EBT, still the same 7 states. It's all the information I can give you about that. Still the same 7 states. I know a lot of you guys have been saying that you didn't receive benefits in your state for pandemic EBT for the summertime. You want to call the number that is designated for pandemic EBT benefits or EBT benefits in your state, because it does vary. Hold on, you guys. My microphone just popped off. Give me a second. I know the what do you call that? The audio sounds crazy right now. But you want to contact the Department of Social Services in your area. For most states, I want to say that there's generally a number on the back of the card that you can call. Even if they can't give you any information about pandemic EBT as it pertains to your state, they should be able to direct you in the right direction so that you can get the information that you're looking for, okay? I can only give you guys the information that is available online. Don't shoot the messenger, you guys. I'm trying. I'm really trying to get you guys as much information as I possibly can. But for the most part, you want to go on to also check their social media pages as well, not just for pandemic EBT, but also for emergency SNAP maximum benefits. Sometimes information will be available on their social media pages or their actual website. So the Department of Human Services for North Carolina, for example, or their social media pages like Instagram and Facebook before it updates on the United States Department of Agriculture. But on that note, you guys, that is absolutely all that I have for you guys today. I hope this information was in some way helpful or useful to you in the least little bit. If you haven't already, don't forget to smash that like button, because it really does help to let YouTube know that you like what I'm doing and you want me to stick around, okay? As always, I'm going to tell you guys to remember to live, love, and elevate. Have a wonderful weekend. Get you guys some rest, and I will definitely see you guys next week in the next video. Peace, y'all.